Welcome in to the beginning of a brand new week on Seahawks Today. Tyler Jones here with you. So glad to have you with us as we break down the latest Seattle Seahawks news and rumors, and we'll get to all of them in just one moment. But before we do that, I need the 12s to show yourselves. Where are you guys at? If you love your Seattle Seahawks, then go ahead and like today's video. We are entering the month of August, just over a month away from the season officially starting. Show your love for the Seahawks, and we'll get going with today's show. We begin with Reuben Foster, the free agent linebacker, worked out for the Seahawks on Sunday. And this came out of left field, but hear me out on this. It'll make more sense in just a moment. Here is a tweet from Ian Rappaport of the NFL Network with the details on this workout. Free agent linebacker Reuben Foster, hoping to kickstart his comeback after recovery from a major knee injury, has a workout today with the Seahawks, a source said. Foster hasn't played since 2018, but the former 49ers and Commanders linebacker has had several workouts. Another chance today. That tweet coming on Sunday morning from Ian Rappaport there. Now, I know it sounds bizarre to be talking about a guy that hasn't played football since 2018, but it's actually not that crazy as you may think it is. Let's tell you more about Reuben Foster. He has spent his career with the 49ers and the Washington Commanders. Began there in San Francisco from 2017 to 2018, and in Washington from 2018 to 2020, although he never played a single down for the Commanders. Former first-round pick back in 2017 and was on the all-rookie team, according to the Pro Football Writers Association. But when we wonder, okay, where's he been? He's trying to revive his career after legal issues that he suffered back in 2018, and then that torn ACL and ACL back in 2019. LCL really just set him back quite a bit. So at this point, the Seahawks have a need at the linebacker position right now. They're a bit shorthanded with Jon Rhattigan on the PUP list right now. And Reuben Foster, somebody that we've seen him play at a high level before, and it wasn't too long ago when he made that rookie team. There could be some potential still there. Won a national championship, was a first-team All-American at Alabama. So something to keep in mind. We'll see if the Seahawks make a move and bring in Reuben Foster. Your turn to be the GM now. Should the Seahawks sign Reuben Foster? Let me know in the comments section. Type S for sign, type P for pass. If you think the Seahawks should make a move to bring Foster to Seattle, you're about to get an ad break. Take advantage of it while the ad's playing. Get your votes in. S for sign and P for pass. Deshaun Watson has been suspended by the National Football League for 6 games for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. And this situation, we've been waiting for this decision for a very long time now. And most people, myself included, are very disappointed that ultimately this is what the NFL came up with. 6 games is just a joke when you're talking about 24 different women accusing Deshaun Watson of sexual assault. I mean, it's laughable that this is what they go with 6 games. And this wasn't Goodell's decision. This came from a former district judge, a former federal judge, that is, Judge Sue Robinson, making this decision for the league. And if you recall, the Seahawks were in talks about Deshaun Watson when the Texans put Watson on the market, essentially, when they were looking to trade him. Watson, though, showed no interest in coming to the Seahawks. And according to the great John McClain from the Houston Chronicle, it was due to location, that Watson had no desire to live in Seattle. And when he came to the Browns, he ended up signing a 5-year, $230 million contract, which was the most fully guaranteed money in NFL history. And in that trade, Houston ended up sending Watson and a 2024 sixth-round pick to the Browns in exchange for a first-round pick in 2022, 2023, and 2024, along with a 2023 third-rounder and a 2022 and 2024 fourth-round selection. So that was the decision that was ultimately made. I'm disappointed by it. This is not progress in the right direction. Simply put, 24 women are not lying, okay? I mean, Deshaun Watson is a serial sexual assaulter. I mean, just plain and simple, he is. And this decision by the NFL to only give him 6 games is so bad. If I had to grade it, I'd give this an F, personally. I want to hear from you guys in the comments section. I feel like the Seahawks find themselves in a very good position that we see Deshaun Watson is not in Seattle and not the face of this franchise. I'll ride with Drew Lock and Geno Smith over this clown, Deshaun Watson, any day personally. So you guys make the call. Grade the Deshaun Watson suspension. Type A, B, C, D, or F in the comments section. Let me know how you guys feel on that decision one way or the other. Got a great deal that we are offering Seahawks fans now. We're going to talk about DK Metcalf in just a moment. And before we do that, why don't you go ahead and get yourself a new DK Metcalf jersey? We know that he's going to be in Seattle for a while anyway, and we're going to offer these jerseys while supplies last. They are hot, folks. Get yours now. Chatsports.com/DK jersey, whether it's the neon or the traditional blues or the whites, whatever it may be, we got them for you now at chatsports.com/DK jersey. Get yours today. So we found out some news on the contract front for DK Metcalf of what this new contract for DK looks like. It's a 3-year, $72 million deal. And although it's a lot of money, no question about that, and it makes him the highest paid player by a mile, it's still team friendly. I'll explain in just a second. I love DK's new contract personally. Let's go ahead and break this down in detail. 2022, this season, DK's cap hit is going to go from $4.3 million to $8.8. So it's going to double, but still not crazy high at $8.8 nonetheless. So that means the Seahawks have about $13 million in cap space right now. So with that said, the Seahawks could still bring in another veteran player. There's still some notable names out there like edge rusher Jason Pierre-Paul, wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr., and, of course, it helps that Chris Carson retired last week, and his $6 million deal for 2022 has gone down to $1.5 million. So some flexibility there for the Seahawks at that front to potentially go get another player if they so desire. Meanwhile, for 2023, the cap hit there for the Seahawks with DK Metcalf goes from 8.8 this year to 13.7 next year. So still not bad when it comes to that salary cap. And with that said, next year the Seahawks have an opportunity to be big spenders. Their cap space for next year is just under $40 million at $38.74 million. That's the 6th most cap space of anyone in the National Football League at this point. So you already have your franchise player, your top wide receiver locked up, and you got $38 million to spend next year. That's a pretty good position. I love the foundation of this Seahawks team with all the young talent that they have on this roster, and now you got money to spend next year. Let's see if they can make a run at it and potentially go get some big-name free agents or have some flexibility when it comes to trades. There's a lot more cap to work with as opposed to what there was this year. So, do you like DK Metcalf's new contract? I know I do. How about you guys? Let me know in the comments section. Type Y for yes if you do. Of course you do. If you don't, for whatever reason, then type N for no in the comments section. Maybe even tell me a little further why you don't like this DK Metcalf contract, because it seems like it's a win for everybody. DK got paid, and the Seahawks got a pretty good deal out of it personally. So, we're going to continue to break this down here on the show, and as we count you down to kickoff, no one is covering the Seattle Seahawks like we are here on Seahawks Today. Non-stop coverage for everyone's favorite price, free each and every day at youtube.com/SeahawksTV. Turn on those notifications as well so you never miss a moment. You're the first to know exactly what's going on with your Seattle Seahawks here on the channel. youtube.com/SeahawksTV. So let's get to some reaction from DK Metcalf in regards to this contract. These were a couple quotes from his press conference a couple days ago. It just hit me as I was sitting up here. I told my parents, and I was just smiling on the phone. My mom started crying. Dad started crying, but I was just smiling. Then when I sat up here, it just hit me like it's here. DK, it's time for you to step up. More from Metcalf. He said, I was going to be here as much as I bluffed to GM John Schneider. I wasn't leaving. Just to let you all know, I wanted to be here. I wanted to play here, and I'm glad that we got something done. So all along, DK Metcalf was planning on staying in Seattle. Just kind of played the wagering game a little bit there. Can't blame him. Wanted to get his paycheck. He got it. Now he's going to be a Seahawk for a long time. We'll cover it all here on Seahawks Today. Appreciate you joining us. As always, follow me on Twitter at Tyler Jones Live, and we'll see you next time here on the channel.